Alright, this is another one of those Xee2vids style inverters. I went and I got a Radio Shack transformer, the 12.6 volt 3 amp transformer. So I guess it's like the one that Xee was using, but it's a little bit bigger. It's got the center tap on it though, so you can make a joule thief. But that's basically what I did. I just used the primary 12 volt side as the joule thief, and I've got the high voltage over here. One thing I did notice was that with that circuit, when you're just primarily using the flyback, you're getting a very high voltage, but it's not the type of power that carries a lot of current. For example, if I was to try to light this 12 volt bulb off of the flyback winding, it's not going to get very bright. It's just too high of a voltage. Not enough current going through there. So at the same time, there is a lot of current passing from the collapse of your run coil on the joule thief side, at least with this circuit. So I was able to notice that if I use a regular style, I guess Bedini style charging, if I come off the collector itself with a diode and use my primary winding as a charge winding, and then likewise I ground it off the positive input rail, then you can see current, see some good current. Let me see if I can hook this thing up. Just gonna hook it up real quick, cut it on. See, right now that bulb is being lit off of the flyback from my run coil on the joule thief side. The flyback winding is not being used. That's over here. High voltage coming off there. Actually, see, when I short the flyback winding together, the bulb gets a little brighter. That run coil wants to oscillate a little better. Get a little more power. It's a little more efficient that way. But so that's coming off of the run coil, and so if I take that off, so basically I would find that better for charging using the actual run coil. If I want higher voltage to light, like a fluorescent or LED bulb, I would use the flyback winding by itself. But just to show that is actually giving off very high voltage, I'm just going to show what happens when I hook up the flyback winding. If I just take it and put it directly across the bulb through some diodes, the bulb wants to get a little bit red, so you can see there's some current going through there. But you can see, just look at the I almost touched it. I'm glad I did. Just look at the spark coming off there. Now that's some serious voltage. Literally like incinerate this little diode I got over here. That's at about 1K resistance right there. 3055. But anyway, I found that if you use the right diodes, you know, of course, you can see the serious voltage coming out of there. You need some strong diodes. But if you rectify that flyback winding, then you can combine it with your output from the run coil from the joule. You basically just put them in parallel after the junction, or after the cathode, and or at the cathode. And you can pretty much combine your high voltage and your good current. So let's just say I did combine those outputs together, then I will be able to put this bulb on my shared output and it will light. Likewise, I can take a fluorescent and throw it on there and that will also light. When normally just my flyback winding will just light the high, the fluorescent off the high voltage, and the lower or higher current flyback from the run coil will light the bulb better. But you can't combine them just to save a little time and use them at the same time. But see some very powerful voltage coming out of there. Good stuff.